Hello and welcome to another Overlord lore video, and today we are going to take a look at some really important COD content material, namely how Azuth, Aindra and Blue Roses were almost killed by the Black Scripture. Sounds like a thrilling and not too long light novel title on its own already, and it was most certainly one of the main reasons why Azuth meeting the Black Scripture was so important. But before we're going to take a closer look at any of this, let me quickly thank my Patreons for supporting this channel, as well as all users of the YouTube thanks function who made one-time donations. Also please check out my new video on my fantasy channel. It's about time. And with all of that said, let's dive into the COD content scene, by connecting the bit that actually made it into the anime to the wider plot that went completely missing. Azuth Aindra, even before saying anything, provoked the Black Scripture, a highly religious, highly dangerous elite warrior unit that has dedicated their life to the 6 great gods in general and to Sorshana in particular, by meeting them half naked and with 2 hookers, who only were dealt with by Evil Eye later. Now Azuth Aindra on its own is, as the French would say, a bon vivant. He is like Bobby B from GOT, a dude tired of the responsibilities his noble lineage brings him, who in truth just wants to boink girls, fight battles and experience pleasure, so meeting them with 2 easy girls was something that could, in isolation, be seen as something he would do out of his very own. But wait, there's more, because all of this was not done in isolation, but as part of a greater provocation. That was not entirely his own idea, because at the end of their conversation he name-dropped Rufus, and then mocked the Black Scripture by asking if they would call this undead creature "me lord," and if he's doing okay. Now this is a very big deal, because back during the meeting the high-ups of Slain, the Cardinals, held, we already have learned that the first follower of Sorshana would have surely told the theocracy if Sorshana would have returned. And as it turns out, this first follower had been Rufus, an undead creature presumably either raised or converted by Sorshana himself to the service of mankind, Slain, or at the very least, himself. And insulting this semi-deity religious figure led to an immediate hostile reaction from the entirety of the Black Scripture that was there. Nearly everyone lost their cool, and even the normally calm, collected and very diplomatic Quayes, again Clementine's brother, has visibly shown just how insulted and angry he was. But still, even with hatred in his heart almost boiling over, he managed to cling on to enough of his cool in order to hold back the rest of the scripture. Otherwise, Azuth Aindra confirmed later that they might have all been killed on the spot. And to be honest, I sometimes believe that Azuth has just forgotten that he right now does not wear his suit. Now, I also should mention how shocked the scripture was once Azuth Aindra name-dropped Rufus. For an outside adventurer of a country that the theocracy had differences with, to the point that they wanted to see it conquered by the Empire of Baharut, even if it was an adamantite ranked adventurer, knowing about Rufus' mere existence meant that some very critical intel has leaked. And at this point we, the readers or viewers, also had no idea where Azuth Aindra could have gotten all of this very intimate intel, but we were left with some hints. Red Drop was said to operate nearby the border of the Arklin Council State, the very state that is counciled by 5 Dragonlords, Platinum Dragonlord among them. And when he first appeared in his battlesuit, Azuth Aindra saved Ena Uru, a city located near the border of the council state. And when questioned by his niece if he plans to flee, he said that even if the Sorcerer King would take over the capital city, he could still leave. And then further questioned if he thinks that he can defeat the Sorcerer King by himself, Azuth simply answered, "Who said that he would be the one that is going to fight him?" Which all pretty strongly hinted into one direction. So it was one of the most tense, most interesting scenes that completely went missing in the anime for no good reason, which is pretty sad because it was such a huge setup for the conflict that was yet to follow. But with all of that said, we will have to wait and see what comes of it. And now comes the time where I end this video. Thank you all for watching, and special thanks to Bad Guy Ye, Bad Burrito 316, Bezer, Ben C, Brandon D, Chrissy, Crowley 0221, Sia, Crystal Prime, Dead Slime, Death is Mercy, Deathless Dragonlord, Demon Xenomorph 1987, Devin Downen, Ding Dong, Duckwagon, Dystopia II, Enigmatic Unicorn, Thiralchivan, Guy with That Hat, Hector Marino, Hoss, Huster, Jacob G, Jana B, Jason, J. Morris, Chromius, Legendarius, Kyle R, Lelouch Britannia with a Mustache, Lexus Fox, Lord Nishikian Rai, Lord Touch Me, Merovec, Mr. Shoes, Mr. Tweaker, Michael R, Michael Y, Nope, oh hell no, Normal Toad, O'Kill, Overlord General Gasper, Paddy Pantum, Personage, Primus 11, Cune Carcos P, Shergox's Daddy, Shadow Lightning Wolf, Shrine Keeper, Super Tier Magic Batista Bomb, Supreme Cheese, Staris, Ted, Texas Deer, The Orc War Boss, Rock at Smasher, T.E. Wang, Vash Orkai, Vegito 27, Venture Fanatic, Wilhelm and Zonegon. Thanks guys. Anyway, have a nice day and I hope to see you all again soon on my next video.